Morning.
Boy, you really get lost in your own world. You should be careful. You could wander onto train tracks. Same thing happened Monday after class. I probably look like a crazy person. Elise, crash, splash, glug. I ran into a fountain.
Sorry, did you need something?
No, just wanted to debrief after our first day. How was yours?
It was all right. The room is a dungeon, but there are some good kids in that dungeon.
Great.
How about you?
You really want to know?
Well, maybe
It
now
was a
isn't
little disappointing, actually. You know how I'm teaching this class about how history's been presented on stage over the years?
Right.
Yeah. So here's what they use for the course description.
History on the world stage, from Henry IV to Hamilton. History has long fascinated both playwrights and audiences.
Yeah, so they're all Hamilton fans.
Sure.
No, I mean they're Hamilton fans. That's all they want to talk about. No, I can't imagine we'll be taking a field trip to Broadway. That would be prohibitively expensive, and it's not really what this class is about. Other questions? Yes.
It's open in Chicago now, too.
We won't be going to Chicago either. Any non-Hamilton questions? Yeah. Hi, who are you?
Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Sometimes Lin-Manuel Miranda will go to schools and talk to classes. Have you looked into that?
I have not. Now, if Shakespeare were on the lecture circuit... Yes.
What is your favorite Hamilton?
It's a good hook.
Yes, it is. I've got them. Now I just have to win them over. And I will. Oh, hey. You'll never guess who I ran into last night.
Anytime anyone has that look, it's always my ex-husband.
So, I stopped by Ghoulies.
The bar? Wait, yesterday was Sunday. Did you go to karaoke? I thought you were done with the theater scene.
Oh, I am. I totally am. I was just nearby getting groceries.
There's nothing near Ghoulies. Were you at the Vietnamese deli?
Well, yeah. I get all my groceries there. It's the only place to get fresh ducks. Anyway, I was at Ghoulies, and after I sang, Dave came over.
You sang?
Just one song.
You didn't need to refrigerate your ducks.
Anyway, we hadn't spoken since we broke up, and we started talking. I mentioned how great I was doing and how I was done with theater and was teaching here, and how you had taken over the cautionary tailors.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he was really interested in that. I didn't realize you guys had been in it together.
Sure were.
He was surprised they were still around. Something about an incident when you guys were here?
No idea what he's referring to.
Anyway, he said he might swing by to surprise you. He was pretty drunk. He probably doesn't even remember, but I figured I'd mention it in case that would be a fun surprise. Would it be a fun surprise?
Like a burning sensation.
Okay, I better go prep for class. Have you listened to this?
I haven't.
I figured I better familiarize myself. I want these kids to respect me.
Bend to their will. Always works.
Here's hoping.
Actually, that's a misconception.
Hey, a table.
A theater degree can be hugely valuable in the job market.
Hey, sorry, what now?
Gabby's choosing a major.
I always assumed I'd get my degree in theater, but now I'm not sure.
Her parents want her to major in something more useful.
They're right, she should.
But I was saying that a theater degree is actually a lot more valuable than some people may think.
You're wrong, it's not.
Well, my folks are just really blue collar.
Oh, that must be really hard for you.
No. They've always been super supportive of my theater work, even though they don't really get it. I mean, they've been front row center for every show I've ever done, even when I asked them not to.
He spread my legs and entered me. He was rough, but not as rough as my first tour in Kabul as a unit's only female Pakistani soldier. In and out, in and out, in, out, in, out.
Man, I should have reserved them seats further back. Anyway, I was telling Nick that my parents don't want me to stop acting. They just think it would be good for me to have something to
Fall back on.
Right.
Smart. It's why I went pre-law. I can still act, but when I graduate, I'll have a career like a person.
I haven't even thought about a major yet.
You're first year. You've got time.
My mentor says, a real actor starts at birth and never wastes a minute.
You have a mentor?
JG. He directed a show my junior year and kind of took me under his wing. He's been helping me take acting and myself more seriously. Of course, JG also says that you're either born an actor or you're wasting his time. So maybe a degree isn't that important.
Beth, what was your major?
I got a theater degree.
And you really say it never got you a job? I don't believe that.
Oh, it's absolutely gotten me jobs.
See?
I've had probably 200 jobs in the 10 years since I graduated.
Oh, that's a lot.
Some stage management, of course, a little acting sometimes.
Sure.
I was a waitress. That's a classic.
Oh.
I telemarketed for 2 years.
I see.
Dog walker.
I see what you're doing.
Does selling all your possessions on eBay count as a job?
Okay.
Hey, we got a table.
This is amazing.
Oh, what's that?
Elisa's old scripts.
All right. Last night, I went through all the boxes I've had in storage since I had to move from a very nice house to a one-bedroom apartment at the age of... my age?
Hey, sorry, do you have a degree?
Yeah, a master's in theater. Why?
No reason.
Anyway, I found the scripts we used back when I was in the Cautionary Tailors. Now, obviously, some of the sketches we were using then won't be timely anymore.
What's a hoser?
Hoser? It's like a scrub.
And what's a scrub?
A guy who can't get no love from me.
Like I say, I'm sure some of this will be dated, but they should make for good inspiration for brainstorming the issues we want to cover now.
Wow, you guys were really scared of AIDS.
Yeah, it was a scary time.
It's in the dating sketch, the STD sketch.
It's in premarital sex?
Let's not get hung up on specifics.
Why is it in shoplifting?
Anyway, I'd like to start by... Excuse me.
Yeah?
Can I help you?
Only if you can let out a dozen rehearsal scripts by next week.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Rhoda.
Rhoda?
I was named after the show.
You were named after a show from the 1970s?
Yeah. What about it?
Were you born in a time machine?
I'm sorry. We were told we had this room right now.
You're not bothering me.
Rhoda, we're done here at 5. Could you come back then?
I could go do some wash. It'll piss off the mime class in the laundry. But what, they're gonna complain? 5 o'clock, though. Then I gotta get these skirts done. Goddamn freshman 15. It's not a myth.
Ooh, I once spent a summer dressing in old age makeup and a shawl for Grannygrams.
Grannygrams?
A singing telegram service for grandparentless children, the grieving elderly, and fetishists.
Where were we?
AIDS.
Issues, yes.
Thank God they cured that.
They didn't cure AIDS.
You know, the vaccine or whatever.
There's no... See, this is why we're doing this.
I'm gonna say it again. Jesus.
Seriously? I'm gonna say it again. Jesus.
If people had Jesus, none of these issues would be issues.
Cassidy, religion is very personal. Not everyone is Christian. We can't do Jesus.
Daniel, our youth minister?
Just say boyfriend.
Daniel, our youth minister is not permitted to date among the congregation. We are just friends in Christ. Daniel, our youth minister, says that everyone is Christian at heart.
Daniel, your youth minister, would be unpopular in a mosque.
Can we add religious persecution to the board?
We're gonna stay away from religion in general.
I've got one.
Yes, Beth.
When I was 25, I had a promo gig where I dressed as a doctor and handed out gummy vitamins at Coachella. Except it turns out the guy who hired me was telling people I actually was a doctor, and those vitamins were actually Molly. A lot of people got sick. But I got a free trip to Indio, and I got to see Depeche Mode.
Who?
God, is there a class here just called Stuff? Like, Stuff 101?
Does anyone have any more ideas for issues?
ISIS.
No.
No offense.
I wasn't.
Really? ISIS?
It's an issue people are dealing with.
In Minnesota high schools?
Hey, that's my idea, Ball.
It's broken.
I thought there were no bad ideas when you're brainstorming.
Of course there are. Almost all of these.
I lived in LA for a year and was a costume character on Hollywood Boulevard.
As who?
Tina Fey.
Okay, let's just end it here. That's enough for today.
You made that up.
I didn't.
What is this?
Gabby's choosing a major. I've been telling her what a theater degree has done for me.
Gabby, what do you want to do for a living?
Act.
Unfortunately, that's going to be largely out of your hands. What if acting doesn't work out?
Teach acting, I guess.
Get a theater degree. All of you go away now.
No joke. ISIS, okay? I know people are so
I once spent 6 weeks sitting in with an animatronic band because I was cheaper than repairing the banjo-playing rat.
No.
Theater degree!
Excuse me.
Hello. Are you a cautionary tale?
I am.
So you're an actress.
Sometimes. Actually, I'm pre-law.
Nice. A lawyer. I should get your number. You know, I used to be part of the group way back when.
I mean, it couldn't have been that long ago.
Sometimes it feels just like yesterday.
Dave, come in. Cassidy, go out. I worry about that girl.
Hey, you. So it's true. You're running this place. That's crazy.
Yeah, I am. It is. What do you want?
I just thought I'd take a little stroll down memory lane. Check out a little cautionary tale.
Wow.
I remember when we were in the group. Now look at you, 20 years later. Still here.
Thank you.
I did a little teaching myself this summer.
Adult education, I hope?
Nah, 6-year-olds. Lousy actors. Couldn't memorize 2 minutes a leer.
Get the glass eyes like a scurvy politician.
And like the scurvy politician, seem to see the thing thou dost not. It's not even iambic. Let's take it again. Don't laugh, Tontine. You're up next. And your Malvolio better be a hell of a lot better than it was yesterday. But once I stopped trying to teach him, it was actually pretty sweet. We just played heads up, 7-up until they realized that it's not really a game. It took them like 6 weeks. Just enough time, reset my unemployment. But then, hey, last night Kayla told me that the Taylors are hitting the road again, and I'm like, what?
Hey, keep your voice down.
See, I said back then that everybody was making too big a deal out of that. You know, people get weird about sex.
With minors.
Yeah, right? But I thought touring was off the table after that.
It was. Everybody's moved on. The administration's changed. It's a fresh start.
You don't think they'll find out?
Not if you don't come around reminding them.
All right. All right. I gotta get to rehearsal anyway. I'm doing For Colored Girls at the Shepherd.
You're in for Colored Girls?
Yeah. Totally new concept. You know, all-male cast.
Of white guys?
Colorblind casting, Elise. It's important. Hey, let me know if you want to come. I can get you a comp. I know money's tight. Hey there.
Friend of yours? My ex-husband. I'd appreciate it if you could forget he was ever here.
Forget who was here.
Thank you.
Forget who was here.
Get thee glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see the things thou dost not.
Get the glass eyes and just like a scurvy politician, see the things that thou does not.
Get thee glass eye and seem to see the scurvy politician things thou dost not.
Get thee glass eyes.
And like a scurvy politician,
Seem to see the things thou dost not. Get thee glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see the things thou dost not. Get thee glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see the things thou dost not.
Get thee glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see the things thou dost not.
Get the glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, get the thing that thou. Get the glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see the things thou dost not. Get thee glass eyes, like a scurvy politician, like the moon goes.